Tawheed. So we say the first reason why Tawheed is important is the first thing in its religion. All right, in this religion it will be the first thing, Tawheed, and it is goal. It's the goal of our religion and the apparent essence of this religion. All right. The second reason is because of Tawheed that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the creation, sent the messengers, and revealed books. It also on account of Tawheed that mankind differed and are divided into believers and disbelievers, fortunate and the unfortunate. All right. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. So the main reason of creation is Tawheed. All right. Tawheed is not another religion, it's part of our religion, but it's the main goal of it. Because if you compare other religions, you will find all this aspect of good virtues, of good manners. No one of us, whatever you're a Muslim or you're not a Muslim, appreciates if someone lies to you, or someone, let's say, is not that clean, or someone who has bad manners, someone who robs you, or someone disrespects you. Whatever the religion you are from, you don't like these kind of things. All right. And you will find other religions or other movements or other beliefs, they will all call preach to that. All right. But the main thing that you find in our religion, we are preaching people to goodness, but the difference is our religion is that we are preaching to Tawheed. And this is why our religion is different. And this is the reason why a lot of non-Muslims, all right, who are seeking the truth, who are looking for the truth, who are searching and studying about religions, when then find our religion and the importance of Tawheed that we have in our religion, the monotheism that we have in our religion, is usually the main reason why they embrace our religion. And I ask a lot of friends became Muslims, revert, and this is the main reason. All right, because the other aspects you may find them in other religions. All right, depends on the level. All right, but our religion is focused on Tawheed. All right, and if you are seeking the truth, and if you are looking for a logical religion, if you are looking for something that has sense, all right, you will find it our religion. Because Tawheed make things clear, make things straightforward, make things easy to understand. And if you study other religions, you will find all the time that you have different approaches, and sometimes this approach doesn't make sense. And when you are looking for logical answers, sometimes you don't find them. Look like in Christianity, this aspect of Trinity. Have three gods, God, one messenger, and one prophet. And God is the prophet, and Jesus is God, and He is the soul, and all of this. I don't want to go further on that, but this is what happened. And this is why Tawheed is very important in our religion. The third reason, it's the first obligation upon the legally obliged Muslim, and the first thing by which man enters Islam, and the last thing upon which he should die. You understand that? So the beauty of our religion is, whatever the sinner you are, if you have Tawheed, your last station will be paradise. من قال لا إله إلا الله دخل الجنة. Who says لا إله إلا الله, but just not with your tongue. It has to be with your heart and with the arkan. Arkan, it means all your members of your body. All right. So if you say La ilaha illallah and you say La ilaha illallah with your heart, with your tongue, all right, but not with your members of your body, all right. So you don't pray, for example. La ilaha illallah won't be helpful for you, won't benefit to you. So you see, that's the three conditions. La ilaha illallah with the heart, with the tongue, and the body. The body means the actions of it has to follow. So by that, the impact of the Tawheed of La ilaha will help you in the day after. All right? So this is very important. Now we're going to talk about the realization of Tawheed. Actualization of Tawheed with monotheism means purifying from stains of shirk. All right? And what are the stains of shirk? Is ascribing partners to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, innovations and sins. And is two types of it. All right? Of the Tawheed. We have the obligatory and the recommended. So let's start with the obligatory one. So the obligatory one is through three things. All right. First one, purifying from the shirk that negates the very essence of tawheed. Very important. Clean out all of that. Number two, purifying from innovation that negate its mandatory completeness or negate its very foundation in the innovations are the one that turn one to an unbeliever. So you have to understand we have two kinds of innovations. Innovations only in actions, all right, and innovations in beliefs, and the innovations in your faith, sorry, in your beliefs, in your faith can guide you to shirk. And shirk, we have different kind of shirk we're going to talk about it, okay? And thirdly, purifying it from sin that reduce its rewards and have negative impacts on it. All right. So this is about the obligatory one. Let's talk about for the recommended one. They are also as follow: actualization of the perfect degree of ihsan, not the level. The recommended one. Actualization of the perfect degree of certainty, yaqeen. All right. And actualization of perfect and beautiful perseverance by not complaining to anyone besides Allah the Exalted. So this is another level that people who don't complain, whatever happened to you in this life, you just complain to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Complaining to people reduce that recommended tawheed. So you see, in our lives, we are practicing tawheed, but at different level. Some people are practicing, alhamdulillah, the obligatory one that makes you from Muslim to non-Muslim. All right, it's very important. And some of us, mashallah, we have another level. They're practicing the recommended one. So anything happened to him, all right, what they do, they complain to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why I like the British expression, can't complain. When you ask someone how is it going out of that, can't complain. Alhamdulillah, you can't complain. But if you have to complain, complain to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All right. And the fifth step, I would say, the actualization of the degree of reliance on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone by avoiding even some lawful things like making use of lawful incantation and cauterization out of the dependence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number six, having perfect love for ibadah, acts of worship that entails seeking nearness to Allah through performance of many supererogatory deeds, recommended deeds. All right. So whoever actualizes Tawheed, as mentioned above, all right, and he's free from major acts of shirk, such will have security from perpetual stay in the hellfire. Al-aman, the security. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about that, verily, Allah forgives not that partners should be set up with him in worship, but he forgives except that anything else to whom he wills. وَيَغْفِرُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he also says, it is those who believe and confuse not their belief with injustice, dhulm, by worshipping other beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that shall have security and they are the guided in Surah Al-An'am. So, dear brothers and sisters, I hope this reminder will be helpful and try to remember the three categories of Tawheed we talk about, and also the importance to have Tawheed every day with you. The obligatory one that makes you from a believer and a non-believer, and trying to work on the recommended one. It means that be more sincere in your worshiping acts, all right? And also, whatever happened to you in this life, complain to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't complain to creatures, complain to the creator. And I hope this reminder will be helpful to me and you. وفق الله جميع لما يحب ويرضى. بارك الله فيكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.